Doc, we're back.
We're back.
How does it feel?
Strange, but good.
It does feel strange. It's been over a year since we started recording.
Yeah.
For last season, if you remember.
I asked you, I'm like, when was the last episode? I totally blanked.
Yeah, the last episode was end of May of last year. And the season started in March of last year, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
So it's been 10 months.
That's a lot.
That is a very, very long time.
My life is different.
Yeah, same here. I would also say that it's been a whole lot different. You know what? One of those main differences is the fact that Mike's not going to be on the podcast this season. B.
No, I'm so sad about that.
Actually, here's the thing. So he just passed his paramedic course, which I'm really happy about, which is good. So applause for him. He's actually in Texas right now.
Okay.
Doing some clinical things that he has to do to make sure that he gets a certification. Wisconsin was kind of bogus and didn't let him do it for whatever reason. So he had to get his butt down to Texas. But I'm kind of excited that he's kind of doing it.
I'm excited.
He's excited for the big pay bump that's coming.
He's focusing on his career.
Yeah.
It's about time, Michael.
And apart from that, recently he just got a shipment, or he just bought this humongous pack of MCAT books.
Wow.
And so he's getting real serious about it.
Dr. Mike.
I know. He said he's going to be taking
Black version.
he's going to be taking his MCAT. He's shooting for May. So I'm excited for him to do that.
Weren't you saying you wanted to take it?
Yeah, well, the reason was to motivate to take it. You know, kind of like we're in this hell together situation.
Yeah.
I told Mike about it. He's like, no, you don't got to do this. So I was like,
Such a man. I mean,
I would have taken it just for the fun of it because I'm a nerd, but you know, it's kind of
that's true.
It's kind of it's kind of a moot point at this point.
I
but
guess.
Other than that, just please pray for Mike.
Yeah.
He is going to be going through a lot of hard times and studying and because he's not going to stop working, so it's not like he can just study and do whatever. He's going to be doing
both.
Double duty,
work and study.
That's study. Be hard. I do not envy him one bit. So
nope.
Shout out to Mike, big
proud
dog,
of him.
Proud of you, man.
Super proud of him.
What have you been up to this last year, though, B?
What haven't I been doing? I mean, my life's changed completely.
Yep, same here.
Since May, right?
Since May, yeah.
May. I mean, I am no longer employed where I was.
Dang.
Yeah, so
you got fired. No, I'm just kidding.
I did not get fired. It was circumstances beyond my control.
Yeah,
but
that sucks.
It just put my life in a whole new path that, although painful at times, I'm very grateful for it.
Yeah.
And God's just leading me to new things, and I'm excited for that.
I see you a little bit closer to God since then.
Oh, yeah. So, I mean, you have to. When you're in the desert, it's either you cling on to Jesus.
You sink or swim.
Or you perish in depression and hate. So.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
So it's like a good thing.
Yeah, for me, obviously, the biggest thing in my life was I was dating Idre at the time.
That's true.
And by me phrasing it that way, it just says that we're not together anymore.
You are no longer together.
And it's sad. I haven't really gotten into the reason, and I don't think I really want to.
I don't even know.
I don't really tell people. You
really don't.
It's a little hard to process, honestly.
You that y'all broke up.
I mean, it's not like I'm out here promoting it. Like,
I know, but like,
hear ye. El Rey and I are no longer together.
I'm your sister.
It didn't
like,
come up.
I had to get it. I think I count.
Well, I don't think we were on good terms then. I think I was mad at you for something.
When are you not?
I don't know.
But okay, it makes sense. Whatever. Yeah, you don't publicize it.
No, I just don't. I think people have been asking Mike, and he's been a really good friend. He's like, ask him.
As he should.
You know what? Shout out to Mike.
Yeah.
I love that loyalty. No, yeah. So that was last spring. So interestingly enough, by the time, so some of the episodes we recorded and then released ahead of, like later on.
Mm-hmm.
So by the time the season ended, we were already not together anymore. So in terms of like
That
actual
is,
actual
yeah, I
episode or
guess.
season that we were actually together is like very small.
Deceptive person that you are.
I'm not deceptive. I'm just, what do you
It
call
just
it?
so happened that way.
Shrewd. No, yeah, it just happened that way. So it was a tough spring emotionally. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I agree.
Starting the summer, I actually started therapy, which was interesting.
That's good.
I went with this Spanish therapist. First of all, she
Oh.
was hot. I hell yeah, what's up? I had like
Ah.
a whole, I don't know if you've seen Suits or that part of Suits, but a whole Harvey situation where he went to
He's hitting
therapy.
on his therapist.
He
Were you
yes.
hitting on your
I have
therapist?
no comment. But she was fine. That's not the point. She helped me think through a lot of things and through the breakup. So that was kind of a new experience for me
That's
to
good.
kind of go to therapy on my own and to kind of process the whole thing,
Yeah,
to
that's
make sure there was
great.
no resentment on my end or her end or
Mm-hmm.
anybody's end.
Mm-hmm.
So that was kind of so that was kind of interesting. Yeah. She actually asked me to like so this was in Spanish, interestingly enough, and she's like, "Hey, I heard you doing like another podcast in Spanish," because I told her, it's like, "Hey, just send me the link when you're done," and I was like, "100% I will." First of all, like I said, she's hot, but that's neither here nor there. The point is that I mean I didn't send it
Was
because
she
I
married?
felt
Is she married?
I have no comment on the matter.
Ah.
I don't think so. I don't know.
Oh, that'll be a
I don't
surprise.
know. We didn't really talk much about her for
You
obvious
shouldn't.
reason.
She's your
For obvious
therapist.
reasons. Um, Although for whatever reason, I know they're listening to us because she was recommended to me on Facebook. So I see her as a suggested friend all the time. So anyway,
Wow. Yeah,
yeah, and she has a
no.
sweet ass accent too.
And
You
I'll
know
be.
what? I'm thirsting for my therapist. Let me shut up at this point. It's not really that big of a deal. But moving into the summer, once I kind of did the therapy thing, then I started kind of, that actually helped a lot because one of the things that I've mentioned on this podcast and in other ones is that I don't know why, but I was petrified to get in front of a camera to just do
Mm,
some videos and filming and stuff.
yeah.
I have the skill to do it. Like I did like a short film for Myung,
Mm-hmm.
and that got a ton of traction, and I was like, this is
That's
nice.
good.
But I never really did anything for myself. In fact, I'm
Mm,
gonna start doing like more short film situations that I just like to do moving forward. But after the therapy, I didn't just talk about the breakup, but I also talked about um that issue that I had that I felt was pulling me back in my career.
mm-hmm.
So then I started doing like some video series for myself, and I talked about the podcast. I talked about learning Dutch. What else did I talk about? I think
Mm.
I talked about traveling a lot. Um, I can't remember the other ones. But yeah, like I did like a nice 6 episode reel thing and then called it a day. But that was kind of what I would call exposure therapy,
Yeah, agreed.
which was really nice for that. And it also paved the way for later on in the summer. Do you remember? Everybody came to the house that day. We started, and obviously for those of you who have paid attention, who listened, I should say, to the season 3 recap, which I released late last fall or late summer, early fall. I can't
Mm-hmm.
remember, but we
You did this Spanish
we
one.
did the Spanish version of The Pursuit,
Yeah.
and that was actually very successful. I mean, I don't know if shocked. I kind of anticipated it, interestingly
Okay.
enough, because I just knew that God was leading there.
Mm-hmm.
It's called Y ahora qué. So for any of you Spanish speakers, you
Go
can just
check it
look up,
out.
yep, go check it out. Y ahora qué. You can just look it up on YouTube, on Spotify. It's everywhere, actually.
Mm-hmm.
That one was, I tried a lot of new things. So for that one, I destroyed my house, and everybody had their own specific like
Yeah.
thing. We did it in 4K for the first
I
time.
remember I came and helped you
Um,
set up.
did you really? I
Yeah,
can't
we were
remember.
moving the stuff in the middle of your living room and everything.
Yep.
Yeah.
Had the house is just destroyed. But we got some help from shout out to Jelitza and Ricardo.
Yeah.
Yeah, still tight
Cool
to this
people.
day. I love them so much.
Yeah.
It was the three of us, and we had a great time. We did an 8 episode run, and that one was more successful than the Pursuit season 1 was successful.
That's
And it's
good.
a shorter, like, what do you call it? It was a shorter season 2.
I mean, I think that's a
So
testament to like how you've developed the skill, right?
that's
Because
true. I didn't even think of
season
that.
one, it's more of like you're new into everything, whereas this is like we had what
Three
three
seasons
seasons
under our belt.
under
Yeah.
our belt, and then so you were able to you had the basics down, you were able to explore new things and
Yep.
all this stuff. So
Yep.
I mean, it makes sense. It shows that you've grown a lot in that area.
Praise God. So that was really nice. And then the fall was just another thing. But how did the summer go for you?
The summer for me, I got to live out my mujer mantenida
Oh, that's nice.
fantasy. And not really, it wasn't really happening, but um, I was just not working.
Right.
So lots of pool days, lots
Yeah. Yeah, you would come
of,
here all the time.
yeah. I think I've used your pool more than you've ever
That is
used it.
that is accurate.
Yeah, just lots of pool days, hanging out with Ari. We were still living together at that point. Just hanging out. That was my summer.
Nice.
Apart from the self-loathing that came every so often.
That's funny.
And just the inner struggles of processing what had happened. So
And not just that, but also looking for a job and not getting anything.
yeah, the
That
market
sucks.
is so not our friend. It's
No.
very employer friendly, but not employee friendly. So, but
Nope.
it's fine. I mean, it has allowed me to just cement more and more the fact that, God is our provider,
Yes.
that He's in charge, and no matter what happens, we're going to be okay. So, yeah,
Agree to agree.
enjoying the little things.
Yeah, no, it's true. As fall came, so then it was I tried a new thing for the business this time, which was where I did a series on how I produce a podcast.
Oh, yeah, I
So
remember
it was a
that.
15 episode series, so you can find it on actually,
Instagram,
yeah, on
right?
Instagram. And just look for Baerstone or my actual company Attractive, and you can find the series there. So if you're ever curious, you can just go ahead and hop on there. That took a lot of work and a lot of time. My God,
I mean, yeah.
it was a ton of work for like just 15 reels. But
Reels are work. Like,
well, that's what we were talking about with. Do you remember? She's like, well, shorter the better. I'm like, honey, that's not how that works. The shorter the
no,
content, the
the
more
more,
precise
yeah.
and the better of a writer you have to be for
Mm-hmm.
it to make sense and
Like,
for it
you
to be
gotta
good.
practice more, if
Yeah.
anything. You have to have, there's less room for error.
Yeah.
So,
There's a lot of bloopers of me like talking to the camera and I'm like, oh God, that's like, and then I like, okay, and then doing it all
yeah, I
over again.
figure.
And it's so
Yeah.
stupid, but I love it. I mean, it was again exposure therapy
Mm-hmm.
that I liked it.
I could never be a content creator.
I it's
It's,
hard.
it's
I mean,
cute.
I'm gonna try my hand at it, like I said, with like kind of short film situations, but it's not.
Yeah. I like making reels every so often,
Yeah,
with like cool audios and stuff.
yeah.
But for it to be my full time job,
You would have to love it.
I don't love it enough. It's
Yeah,
really not that
no,
serious
that's
for
all right.
me.
No, that's all right.
I will be a consumer.
Yeah,
I will consume your content if it's funny and in my algorithm.
yeah. One thing that the fall was for me was that I got like the summer for me. Oh, this is something I didn't even mention. In the summer, I had like 7 leads for like business and stuff. Just like, hey,
Yeah.
I want your stuff. Like, can you give me what you offer? And every single one of those fell through. I had 100% failure rate.
Mm.
And if added to the breakup with Idre, I would say
It's
depressed
like a nail to the coffin.
for like, yeah, I was like, nothing is going right. I had the
Mm-hmm.
worst summer of my life.
Yeah.
Like just awful, where my business was going way down, and there was nothing I could do to save it. I tried, right? And
Yeah.
then my personal life was thingy, and we'll talk about that later. And then all of that just compiled to when, as soon as the Ahora Que finished, when I just my work was done,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, okay, I can rest now. I went into a deep depression for a
Mm.
very long time. By a very
Mm.
long time, I mean like January. I would say October, November, December, and then I came out of it, I would say, in January, which is interesting. Um,
Mm.
I've never been depressed before, so it's
It's
really
hard.
weird.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like it. I don't.
I don't think anybody does.
I think that's pretty standard, I guess.
Yeah, you're in a
But I
dark
don't.
spot.
It's hard. I don't know, man. Like, there's
Mm-hmm.
still some stuff that I'm getting over, but I don't want to go through that again. So, like, I'm eating better. That's one of the things. I need
That's
to
good.
exercise more. That's
Sleep.
Sleep is not. Sleep is my Achilles heel, I would say. I don't sleep well. Sometimes my body, like last night, like I got home at 7, and I was like, oh, let me just lay down and watch some reels for a second. Next thing I know, boom, it's 11 o'clock.
Yeah, that's what
I'm like,
happens.
whoa,
That
what
doom
is
doom
this?
scrolling gets you every
But
time.
I fell asleep while doing it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or maybe I put my phone down and I was like, oh, here, let me just close my eyes for a few seconds. Next thing I know, boom, midnight. I was like, my
That's how
God.
it happens.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm glad that the new year started. It felt nice to have like a full month to just recover and work hard on a new
Mm-hmm.
project, just like a new marketing thing
Yeah.
that, as a matter of fact, did not work out. Another failure. So
Mm.
I'm over life at this point. I'm over since last summer. Let's put it that way.
I mean,
But I don't feel defeated anymore. I don't
yeah,
know how to
that's
explain it.
great. I mean, isn't it
Um,
Thomas Edison that has the famous quote of like, I learned 1,000 ways not
not
to make a
the
light
light
bulb?
bulb. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
so it's the more you fail, the closer you get to
To
success.
success. Yeah, I
Whereas if
mean
you're
that's
not
fair.
doing anything, you're not moving at all. So
Correct. Yep.
nothing's happening. Um, for me, oh, in the summer, don't forget, the summer I
What did you
turned
do?
pretty came out.
Oh man, that was a phenomenon.
That was a phenomenon and it was a weekly process.
We would chat about it weekly. We even
Yeah.
shot a video for a new channel I
Yes.
started.
Yeah.
And it never came out because
It's
I was
okay.
busy, I think. I can't remember.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Nobody needs to see it.
I
But
deleted the footage.
I think it was like the last season. Was it the last season of The Summer I Turned Pretty? Yeah.
Yeah.
It was just that
Yeah.
one. And like it allowed for me to see how much I've grown and
As
how like I'm
a
not young anymore, right?
That's true.
Like that book came out, I was little, I was a teenager, I was a baby,
Mm-hmm.
and that was Team Conrad. And then as an adult, I was pulling for the other team and everybody was hating. So, no, that was part of my summer. And then fall,
Yeah, what'd you do?
uh, you took me sailing. So
Yeah, how did you like it?
that was fun. I
It's
think
nice.
yeah, it is.
Relaxing.
I
You
went
almost killed us
No,
while
I did
while they let
not.
you have the boat for a little bit.
I did not. No, it was fun. It'd be cool to like learn how to do that. But
Mm-hmm.
that's like a
Mm-hmm.
rich people hobby.
Yeah.
It's expensive.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's nice. I feel like it'd be a nice date.
Hell yeah.
Um,
What's up?
yeah, I mean, you did that. Uh, but yeah, it was nice just sitting there,
Mm-hmm.
the waves and sunset. I feel like would be really pretty.
It is.
Yeah.
It is much better. I would say
Mm-hmm.
it is much better.
Yeah. So yeah,
Yeah.
that was that. And then um just fall activities a little
Yeah.
bit here
Oh
and
my
there.
God. Dude, I felt so. I mean, I was looking at pictures yesterday, and one of the pictures, or 2 days ago, and was deleting was, so the maze we go through every year. We had usually we have a guest with us,
Every year.
about a guest,
I feel like
but
we've
this
never
year's
gone solo.
guest,
She was special.
awful. She was just awful.
She
She
was
was whining.
special.
Okay, she was special. She was special and whining, and nothing was good enough. And it was just really, it was a special
It
experience.
was a challenge for you.
A challenge for me. So like seeing her picture, it was like
Yeah. I mean, that is such a Dominican thing. Or at least, like, some people, it's like they complain while they're at doing things. And then next thing
Yeah.
you know, you go to the next day to Facebook and they're like,
Yeah.
look at what I did yesterday with all my friends. Had a great time. It's like, bruh, last night or yesterday, you were not having a fun
You were
time.
not
You
having a
were
great time. Why are
complaining
you
about
lying?
everything. I mean, Judas's dad is like that. Like,
Oh.
remember when we did that family trip to Washington Island?
Yes.
He wasn't like really feeling it, but then he
Afterwards, he's
came
like, "Oh,
back
I
and
love
he's
it."
telling his friends everything he was doing.
Wow.
And I mean, I think it just a reminder to like be in the moment, to enjoy
That's
it or
true.
whatever.
Yeah.
Like, why complain so much?
Yeah.
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 So that was fall for me. Still unemployed.
Dang. When did you finally get a job, B?
Oh man. No, I got a job in fall, towards the end of
End of
fall.
fall,
Yeah,
beginning of
towards the
this
end of
Christmas
fall.
season
I got a job at Kohl's,
at Kohl's.
part
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was doing that. Very new experience. They had me on the
Why?
truck. So your
Hey,
girl was pulling
you're not a man.
boxes and everything. Yeah, it was rough. I'm not a man.
That's weird.
That job is meant for men or like
Obviously.
manly women who are like buff
Another
and
conversation for another time.
yeah, no, but I mean it was very character building and like I
Okay.
mean
Interesting.
I did that truck for 3 months and then it was until like December where I I got another job that I wasn't supposed to get. I mean that I didn't want, but whatever. I'm
It's
not going
whatever.
into that.
I mean, I mean, you're still applying for.
Yeah, I'm still applying for jobs more in my field.
Okay.
But yeah, I now work at Walmart.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I have both. I have 2 jobs,
Yeah.
and I no longer do truck. Praise the Lord.
Yeah.
But yeah, winter was rough for me.
Heck yeah.
Because it's the holiday season, and working retail. I forgot what I hadn't forgotten, but being young working retail, it's like
You haven't worked
exciting.
retail in over 6 years since
I haven't worked
19.
retail since before college.
Dang.
Since before college, and like you're young and it's whatever, you don't really have a lot of
Right,
plans or
right.
whatever, but it's like it's been so many years, like now, like usually every holiday season we have like a whole bunch of routines, like going to all
Right.
these events, all this
Yeah,
stuff, like
yeah.
I worked on my birthday for the first time in a couple years.
Ugh, sorry about that, B.
I mean, I'm working like Christmas Eve, New Year's Eve, like all this stuff, it's like reliving it, but it's like you're way older now.
Yes.
And it's like you've been used to something else for a couple of years now.
Mhm.
So like going back to that, it was a very hard time, it's a very humbling moment. And it's you realize what a privilege you you're doing so many things. Even being here in the US, it's such a privilege. A lot of things we take for granted.
It's true.
So again, it was just more of like it was hard, but at the same time trying to enjoy the little things, right? Like, yes, I was working on the holidays, but there were things at work that made me smile, and that made it a good day, right? Like I remember I was doing truck, I think one of my last times, and they wanted me to go inside the truck. So I'm like, oh, this is cool. I've never gone in a trailer. Have you gone into like one of those big trucks?
Yes, I have.
I had never gone. I'm like, okay, well, something checked off my non-existent bucket
It's
list.
bigger than you think.
It's huge. So like, just little things here and there. And it is what it is, right?
Yeah.
So that was winter. I mean,
Under fall, winter.
yeah.
But interestingly, I mean, I was thinking about this the other day. I don't know if this was the reason why you did it, but God had to pull me from, like, I had a huge thing happen work-wise that prompted the start of the pursuit. Did the losing of your job prompt what you did this winter?
No.
It wasn't because of that?
I don't see it that way. No. I mean, yeah, for our listeners, we started a podcast called The Waiting List.
Who's Weeby?
Me, my girls Sarah and Debola. And it's all about the single life as a woman, from a woman perspective, and just like, girl talk and how we're all on the waiting list in the
Yeah.
sense of like we're wanting to find a spouse and we're on God's waiting list,
Yep.
which is totally different type of list where it's peace instead of chaos. So that's the podcast. And no, it wasn't prompted by that. It was more of like, I always have a lot to say. I mean, you know me. And I mean, we always had our conversations,
But you're
us.
never but you're never the one to take initiative for something like this.
I mean, I guess having done the pursuit for so long, it's kind of like, why not?
Yeah.
I mean, it's, it was I'm in a time of my life where trying new things and just, I mean, I've always tried new things, but it's more of like roll with it,
Yeah.
right?
Agreed.
So it's kind of like, why not take it to the mic, have these conversations with my girls, like
Yeah.
where other Christian women can feel comfortable and feel like I'm not alone in this.
Mm-hmm.
And, that way we also talk too, and I get all my opinions.
That's funny. No, I like it.
Yeah.
The format's a little different though, right?
Yes, yes. This is more of like girl talk.
Mm-hmm.
Like we talk red flags, green flags. We talk more on like what it's like in the single season, like day to day and kind of what it looks like.
Mm.
So it's a little different, more less prescriptive and more discussion.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Whereas
yeah.
this one is
It's more like I have something to say. Here's what I've been
exactly
thinking
kind of like a
about.
manual type of thing,
Yeah, I could do it like
right?
that. Yeah. Yeah.
Whereas that one, it's not like we're not telling you what to do. This is just us.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, fair enough.
And I wanted
I
it.
mean, it's just different styles for different people,
Yeah.
right? Because that's not. Could I do it? Okay, I'm trying to think. Can I do a discussion style podcast?
I mean, you're so structured.
I mean, I could do it. I could do
Yeah,
it.
I think you could.
I could do it.
I think
It's
you
just
could. It's just the
I would just
mindset.
be mad if you're not prepared. If you're sitting there and you don't know what you're talking about, I'd be
Yeah.
like, why are you here, bro?
Oh
This is
yeah.
stupid.
Yeah.
But anyway,
But I mean, you're part of that. You're helping behind the scenes,
yeah,
the producer. So
yeah,
yeah, it's
nice,
been
not bad
good.
at all. I'm
Hmm.
excited. I mean, in line with that, I think even though I'm super structured, like I am amenable to change. I'm not just,
Yeah.
what do you call it?
Hmm.
Just as you said, anal about everything. But which is interesting because I've never was I always like this? Yes, I was.
Yeah.
Always been
Plus,
structured. Although
you still
I kind
have
of,
your notes from school.
they're somewhere.
Yeah.
They're somewhere.
You know what I used to do? I used
Burn
to
it
throw away all
at
my
the end of the
notes at the
year.
end of the year.
That's true. Yeah, no, it's all right.
But like, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with this.
I'm
Is
just
two
more
different.
academic,
Yeah.
which, by the way, helped out in. Oh, by the way, even though they and I aren't together anymore, she and I are still friends, and she passed her NCLEX.
That's great.
So she is excited. She's excited to be able to practice nursing here. She's now
Mm-hmm.
a licensed registered nurse in the U.S. and Wisconsin specifically. So she'll be coming sometime this year.
Really?
Yeah. So that's really
Well, I
nice.
mean, you're right. She's gonna look for work. That's the point,
Yeah. I
right?
mean, and for her, it won't be hard at all because there are
No.
in need of nurses everywhere. So that's nice.
I mean, we say that, but there's a challenge.
Really?
I mean, with
What?
with employment,
I
sometimes there can
figured
be
that would
obstacles
be
that
one of the areas that wouldn't have an issue.
I don't know,
I don't know.
man.
I guess we'll find out.
Everything is so backwards these days.
Um, But I mean, I do want to change things up a little bit this year. So for this season specifically.
Okay.
So as I said in the season 3 recap, season 4 I wanted it to be a little bit different. So I thought that it seemed like a good transition from if season 1 we talked about working on yourself to date, if season 2 we talked about the dating game or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and season 3 was about dating in your late 20s, early 30s. I
Mm-hmm.
figured the next step would be to talk to like some actual successful relationships, aka some young married couples.
Yeah.
And I thought that was a natural progression. And it
Yeah.
made sense. But after the summer that I had with going over, the more that I sat and talked in pre-production about how much it was going to cost, it cost a lot of money to produce. Like I'd have to, like I was gonna have to construct a set in the house. I was gonna have to buy a new camera.
Yeah,
It
it's
it,
a
it was
lot.
just gonna be out of my budget.
Yeah.
Way out of my budget to produce, and with how I like to do things structured, and also people's time, right? So
Mm-hmm.
if I say, hey, we're gonna shoot X and Y date, I can't just be like, oh, can we do it next week? People have
Yeah.
lives.
Yeah.
So many people have kids. So
Mm-hmm.
it's not a matter of willy-nilly. It's like you have to have it structured and planned
Yeah.
weeks and months ahead of time.
Mm-hmm.
That I was just like, no, I can't do it. So that was kind of the original plans for that. However, um I did kind of go back to my roots, and I was like, God, like what do I do now? And I kind of took the lesson from Yaorake, with again the
Yeah.
Spanish version of the podcast, and that one had a lot more retention when we kept the episodes at about 30 or so minutes. I
Yeah,
mean,
makes
if
sense.
it went a little over 30, no big deal, right? But just kind of shorter and sweeter, I
Yeah.
think people listen more to it.
Then the
Um,
attention spans are lower now.
that's true.
So,
So the original thinking has always been for me that if we can, what's the word I'm thinking of? Like, if we can get the information in a single episode, you can pass one episode along and be like, hey, this is all you would need to know, quote unquote, right?
mm-hmm.
About, I don't know, dating in outside of your culture or race or
Yeah.
whatever,
Yeah.
and then be like, have it be like a one-stop shop.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I'm gonna try this new 30 episode thing. Again, I
Hmm.
saw success before, so I'm gonna see if we can have success with this one, and I think we will.
Yeah.
Just because it's, I mean, bite-sized. So before we
Mm-hmm.
used to have like
An
three
hour 30.
30-minute segments.
Oh,
So
yeah.
now we're just gonna have each segment be its own episode, which I think is fine,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
gets to its own point and its own thing, and
Yeah.
might strike up different thought processes if you're not focusing on having it be a holistic product. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Agree.
That's
I
kind of the
agree.
thing there.
Yeah.
But the other change we're gonna make is that beyond the 12 episodes what do you call it, season, I don't want to stop this time around and just kind of go until further notice.
Okay.
So there's no more, hey, last episode of the season. It's more of a, I kind of wanted to see what it would be like if
There was
we
no break.
if there was no break, kind of like regular people do podcasts like Theo Vaughn or whatever.
But that's also like they also have like that's their day job, isn't it?
That is their day job. That is
Like
correct.
like the
This
Mel
is not my
Robbins
day job.
podcast. Yeah, this is not my day job.
So I don't know. It's just something I wanted to try, and I think it's going to work out. We've planned it out, structured it,
Hopefully, yeah.
thank God, in a way that I think we can make that happen. So I'm thankful for that. But beyond that, um, I also want to expand the scope of what the pursuit is. So,
Hmm. I love
like
that.
the fact that how do I put this? That like after going through the breakup, I don't think I'm fully healed yet, 100%.
Hmm.
Um,
Makes
so
sense.
like dating is not really on my mind all the time. Yes, I see hot therapists and beautiful women there or wherever, but it's not really like a thing that was on my mind, or relationships as much as much as it used to be.
Mm-hmm.
Which I guess is for obvious reasons, where life has changed.
Yeah.
I thought I was going to marry this girl, and that's no longer happening.
Yeah, that's a big
Um,
change.
it's a big change. So I was like, Doc, what if we expanded it to like include just other stuff about being in your late 20s, early 30s, just like a life and what we're going through. Specifically, I said faith. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you remember, but when I first gave you the idea about this podcast, I'm talking like early March or April 2023 even.
Yeah.
Um, the whole point of naming it The Pursuit
Well, so it could be broad.
was so that it could be broadened to not just pursue each other or
Yeah.
dating, but also pursuing him,
Yeah.
and also the pursuit to a better life or
Just life
whatever.
in
So
general.
I
Yeah.
thought that was no, I was gonna say prescient. Prescient is the word, but I was thinking about the lesson that we had in what do you call it, the third week of February, which was the preeminence of Christ.
Mm,
But anyway, that's not.
yeah.
I had that word in my mind. I was like, is it preeminence? No, it's prescient.
Hmm.
So I'm really glad that kind of we're doing that. And
Yeah.
just there's other stuff that just are more important. I don't know how to explain it.
Hmm.
So like faith, like what
Yeah.
else do you see yourself like? Oh yeah, no, we should definitely do that.
No, what I love about this, just broadening it, is that fact that there's so much aspects of your life that are still in motion, right?
True,
And
true.
I was listening to this masterclass Matthew Hussey gave, and he really emphasized about, yes, your love life is a goal, but why not go after it indirectly? In the sense of,
Just
don't
enjoying
don't
life.
hyper fixate on your love life, but like focus on all aspects of your life, and that will get you to the love you want, just in an indirect manner.
True.
So I see the whole trajectory of this season more of like that indirect of like, yeah, love is still a goal for us,
Right.
but yet there's so many aspects of the person we are becoming to until we get there. Or I mean, it's not a finish line, but
Right.
it's just more of who we are as people, and I love that.
That's true. There's some things that are kind of front to mind right now that I want to talk about. Um, Currently, I'm in the process of this is something I want to talk about reinventing myself and kind of
Mm,
starting over. After I kind of told you about the whole business thing failing, and I was like, oh my gosh, like I'm really
yeah.
going through this. I kind of feel like I need to reinvent myself, and I
Mm,
don't think I'm alone in that.
no, I don't
So
think
I kind of
so.
want to talk about what that looks like.
Yeah.
I want to talk about friendships in your 30s. I think
Hmm.
I feel like I have less friends now.
I feel
And I
like I
don't
have
know.
more friends now,
That's awesome.
but that's because there's more girls in the church my age now.
Well, you decided to go there now.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you had a big part to play in that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Um, I also want to talk about purpose, how the kind of what I've been going through with that, and maybe you too. I don't know how, like,
Yeah.
as a man, it's really tied to, like, my job is tied to my self
Yeah.
worth because I'm just a man. Like that's just kind of how that works.
And I think also just in general, your job is
True.
tied so much. I mean, it's the first question people ask. So what do you do?
So what do you do?
And
Yeah.
it's like, I'm human. Thank you for asking. But yeah, I like you. I am in the sense of reinventing myself.
Yeah.
I was telling Devil and Sarah and Mommy, like, this is my year of love. Like, this
What?
is my year of love.
Okay.
But it has a double entendre, right? It's yes, it's like I want to pursue my love life more actively this year, but I also want to fall more in love with Jesus. And that's the first thing.
I like that.
So it's like my year of love, and that, like, just as we fall more in love with God, he is changing us. He is reinventing us,
That's true.
and it's a purging process, and it's a whole lot of stuff changed. So I could understand where you're coming from about all of that stuff.
Yeah. I also want to circle back to mental health. Remember how I told you that um
You went to a therapist?
well, not just went through a therapist, but went through a
Mm.
depression. I kind of want to talk about what that was like and kind of how to get over it. Or I don't know if
Or how
getting
you got over
how I
it,
got
like
over it,
your
I guess.
story, right?
Yeah, I guess. And just purpose about our work. I want to talk about community, and just a whole bunch of other stuff that
Yeah.
I think is apt for this kind of project, I guess. I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah, and I think it's fit to the age we're at. I mean, you're 30 now.
I'm 30.
I'm 29. It's like, yeah, we're all focusing now. It's like
Yeah.
time. Okay, we're done playing. Or I
And
mean, not
also,
necessarily that we're playing, but it's like,
yeah, it's time to get serious
yeah,
if you weren't
like
before.
something just clicked. I mean, Michael got serious.
Yeah.
Like finally, like he's doing his cool thing.
Shout out to our
So
boy Mike.
yeah, so it's very textbook in the sense of
Mm,
like in psych, like around 30, it's the age. They say it's the perfect age.
is it really?
Yeah, where it's like it's the time where like you're more centered, you're more into focus. Not necessarily things are going well. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
for a lot of people, that's when it starts going well.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like I don't know, it's just something clicks. So
Yeah.
we're not really that special. We're just
Damn it.
we're the rule. We're not the exception, which is fine.
I
Which
thought
is
I wanted to be
fine.
special,
We're
but
special in Jesus.
okay. But before we go, B, so the waiting list just came out, B.
Yes, it came out today
Yes, and you can find it
on Spotify, YouTube, and that's it.
Apple Podcasts.
And Apple Podcasts, my producer says.
And Apple Podcast. You can find it anywhere.
I'm a
And what is the
newbie.
first episode about? Like what can people expect from this episode?
Okay, this first episode, it's all about what it looks like to wait actively and trust in instead of just passively.
Sure.
And we talk about our experiences and what it's like just to being single.
Yeah.
It's kind of like an intro episode, just like this pilot.
It's the pilot.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, just like this is I called it a soft reboot of The
Yeah.
Pursuit. Kind of starting over. By the way, I mean, I just want to make it abundantly clear, we're still going to talk about dating and relationships.
Yes.
That's not going anywhere.
Yes, because this is part of our life.
Yeah. And not a small part. But I just want to make sure we get through, what do you call it? Just a couple other things too, as well. But moving forward in the next couple episodes, if you want to hear more about what happened with my breakup and a little bit more details and kind of the fallout, let's put it that way, the fallout, that's going to be our next 3 episodes. So what I told the doc behind the scenes for our audience listening is that there's no other point where I'm going to be able to have it as fresh in my mind as now, or if I'm ever going to be going through another breakup like this anyway, right? In theory, God, please, let's make sure that doesn't happen. So I want to make sure that we deal with some of the breakup stuff now,
Yeah.
from with firsthand knowledge, and then kind of go into the more happy-go-lucky, because I don't want to have to be like, oh, yeah, well, the whole breakup thing in like June or May. It's like, dude, okay, we get it.
Yeah.
We ended things.
Yeah.
So that's kind of going to be our next few episodes coming up.
Yeah.
So makes sense?
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, me too. A lot of work is going to be going into this, and a lot of blessings are going to be coming out thanks to our Lord JC.
Yeah, I agree.
Let's end with a word of prayer, shall we?
Yeah.
Father in heaven, we thank you for loving us the way that you do. As we embark on this journey, I pray that you be with us, Father. Be with all of our listeners. Bless them. And that, Father, they may come to know you better, just like the doc and I may come to know you better. Thank you for loving us the way that you do. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Thank you for having spent time with us. If you enjoyed this episode, please give us a like, and in the comments, let us know what you liked about it. Be sure to share this with a friend. And as always, we'll see you all next time.